Hey, how are you going? Welcome along to CruiseAway with Derek and Joe, where we do just that. CruiseAway for holiday escapes that squeeze every dollar harder to get you bigger and more vibrant adventures than anywhere else in Australia.
We certainly do, and in this show we're focusing in on the bargains to be had when you book a repositioning cruise. Now this is where a cruise ship is moving from one part of the world to another to start a new season of cruises, and the journey in between is always worth taking to give you more cruise for your dollar.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll show how these great cruises are later on. We're going to take you from Singapore to Sydney on one of Celebrity Cruises' most popular ships, the Solstice, with its lush lawn club, 5-star food and ice top bar for March next year. We also have a treat for April next year too, flying over to Miami in the States for a hotel stay, and then 23 nights of cruising the MSC Seaside to the Caribbean and Europe, ending with a beautiful stay in Barcelona.
Lovely. Let's start though with something much sooner. A 15-night cruise out of Brisbane going trans-Pacific on the 4th of April on the wonderful Quantum of the Seas with Royal Caribbean, and here she is. And she really was, when she launched, an absolute game changer, and actually she's spawned several more Quantum class and Quantum Ultra class ships since then. She's full of activity, wonderful things to do, like the skydiving that you just saw there on the Ripcord, which is really good. I mean, this is the ultimate family cruise as well on a ship like Quantum of the Seas. You've got such a vibrant array of different activities and things to do with the whole family. You've got real tech on board as well, like the bionic bar there, which draws a massive crowd all the time. The dining is spectacular, whether you go main dining, whether you go specialty dining in places like Wonderland. Jamie Oliver's Italian is on board there. Massive array of different choices as well. If you want something just burger and fries, grab and go. You've got Johnny Rockets on board. If you want the Windjammer, which is your ultimate buffet at sea with flavours from around the world, literally the world is there for you, and masses of choices. We're looking at the Seaplex there as well.
Derek, roller skating.
And bumper cars.
Bumper cars.
Brilliant.
You've got loads of fun things to do in Seaplex. You've got the arcades there. This is the 270 Lounge, which is an immersive multimedia entertainment venue, complete with dancing robo-screens. We are cruising out of Brisbane. 7 days at sea will then see us into Moorea, French Polynesia, where you can visit the Belvedere Lookout and go to a traditional tiki village. Maybe you can head out and feed some stingrays. That's a really fun experience. They're very friendly creatures, actually. Unforgettable. Get a picture when you're out there for sure. Raitea's next, and they call this the cradle of ancient civilization, where you can see history as far back as 1000 BC. It's amazing. You've got this ancient burial ground right there, the Moorea, also the mountains, beautiful views. Tahiti's up next for the famous One Tree Hill. You might want to head and find out some cultural history at the Museum of Tahiti, but you know, lots to see and do in this beautiful paradise for sure. 5 days at sea then sees us into Honolulu, Lulu, where you'll disembark for a one-night hotel stay in the most famous of the Hawaiian Islands, the capital city, Honolulu, where of course your stay is included. Heading and chilling on Waikiki Beach. Maybe you're going to take a sunset sail, take your doggo there, out on the surfboard, as you see. Up to Diamond Head Crater for some lovely views. Great mall shopping there. They have the outlet malls too. But of course, the ocean is stunning. You can snorkel and see some beautiful fish in Hanauma Bay. Grab a lei-in Hawaiian shirt and fly back. Of course, it's all included. We're going to fly you back to Brisbane, where you'll be home and dry, and after a lovely and relaxing cruise there out to French Polynesia, Tahiti, and then into fabulous Honolulu.
I need to get to Honolulu as well to get some of those shirts. I need to add more to the collection, definitely. What a fabulous cruise though. And because there are more days at sea on this cruise, it means that you get much bigger value out of it as well, because there are so many things. If this was just your 15 nights of cruising, was just literally port after port after port after port, you would not get to enjoy all of the array of different things there are to do on Quantum of the Seas. Like climbing the rock wall, that has got to be done. It's a challenge there, the whole family. It's nice and safe. It's great. See if you can get right to the top and ring the bell. Doing something like the Flow Rider as well, which is the surf simulator. Now, maybe you've never surfed in your life. Well, you don't need to be an expert. They've got experts on hand there. You can do the boogie boarding there as well. It's really good fun. Again, that's something that the whole family can get involved in. These cruises with Royal Caribbean are the ultimate family escape, and you can take every generation of the family as well. So take the tiny tots and take Granny and Grandma as well. Whether you're 2, 22, 92, 102, you always have a great cruise on Royal Caribbean because they really are the family ships, which is amazing. Now, this is a real opportunity for you to take one of these repositioning cruises and get the very best value for money. And let me show you the very best value for money that you can get from one of these cruises thanks to CruiseAway right now. We open the doors that others can't. $3,399 right now for you to be on this cruise. It's not that far away. April is like tomorrow, really, isn't it? So if you want a piece of the action, get in nice and quickly. If you want to upgrade to a bigger and a better stateroom, here's the prices for that as well. To ocean view and to balcony as well. Balconies are brilliant on Quantum as well. Some of the insides have what's called a virtual balcony, actually, where one of the walls is actually a floor-to-ceiling video screen of a live camera which is on the outside of the ship. And you can turn it on, you can turn it off, you can turn it up, you can turn it down. It comes with volume as well, so you can tell even if you're on an inside, you can ask for a virtual balcony, and it's like you're on a balcony anyway, but at a much better price tag, which is really fantastic. So again, if you want to talk to the team about that, 1300 407 687 is our toll-free telephone line. Now remember, there are lots and lots of these repositioning cruises as well available. If you go to our website at cruiseaway.com.au, you'll find a whole section of these repositioning cruises, but we've got more adventures still to come in the show. But maybe cruise is brand new to you and your family, but so many people are talking about it around you and what value for money and what variety and how much is included for the price. Maybe though you've never taken your first cruise holiday yet. Well, have a look at just some of the fun you could be having.
When you choose to cruise, you'll experience one of the best value holidays with so much included as standard. Your floating resort will take you to multiple destinations in one trip, where you'll wake up to a new view every day and only have to unpack once. Your en-suite accommodation will have everything you need to feel right at home, with a daily service provided by your personal cabin steward. Around the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take part in various activities, which can include quizzes, dance classes, game shows, movie screenings, lectures, and much more. If that sounds too much, then feel free to relax, unwind and watch the world go by in a solarium or around one of the pools or even in a hot tub. If you're cruising with a family, then the little ones will be well taken care of with a range of kids clubs available for all ages from morning till late. Plus, no matter the age, everyone can have a thrilling time with rock climbing walls, zip lines, water parks, skating, simulators and even bumper cars. When it comes to food, you'll never go hungry on a cruise, with options available right around the clock. Enjoy fine dining with waiter service in one of the main restaurants, or opt for something more casual in the self-service buffet. There's also snacks and room service available too. And as the sun goes down, that's when the ship really comes to life. Every evening, you'll be spoilt for choice when it comes to entertainment, from Broadway-style shows in the lavish theatre to live music, comedy, karaoke, silent discos, as well as onboard nightclubs, allowing you to dance the night away. So, if you want more holiday for less dollar, make sure you choose to cruise.
I mean, all of that just looks amazing. Doesn't it make you want to get out there right now?
Yeah, it does.
Experience the world by cruise. I mean, basically cruising has never brought the world closer to Australia and Australia closer to the world. It's so easy, and with great trips going right on your doorstep. You know, there's no reason not to get out there and have a great experience, you know, vacationing like no other vacation you'll ever experience.
There's so much included. There's never a dead spot in the day either.
Yes.
There's always something to do, which is brilliant. Now, we started with Royal Caribbean. We're switching cruise lines now to MSC, and we're taking to the Everglades and the Mediterranean. This should be a really interesting trip, actually. Now, this is for the 4th of April, but for next year, and it's over 28 nights. And we're starting by flying over to Miami on the east coast of America, and we've got 2 nights in a hotel there before we go cruising. Miami is incredible. I mean, if only you just spend your time beach after beach after beach after beach, you'll have had an amazing time.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean, and the thing about this part of Florida is you always get a gorgeous temperate climate, the tropical vibes. It is relaxing, it's fabulous, no pressure, no stress. It's enigmatic and exciting. You have this incredible cultural Art Deco district as well on Collins Avenue in South Beach, which if you're an architecture buff, you will just be in awe of. It's incredible. What a place. After we've experienced 2 great days in Miami, Florida, we're going to be heading on to the MSC Seaside. Now, the last 2 offers we've had have been over my birthday, can I just say, Derek? So, I mean, there's obviously a little bit of a sign going on here.
Yes.
Because I tell you, I couldn't think of anything anywhere better to be
The sea is
than
calling.
at sea on your birthday. Absolutely. The sea is calling. One of the newest, hottest ships in the MSC fleet. Oh, look how dynamic, fresh and modern these spaces are. You know, they're really beautifully open. You've got lots of glass everywhere, gorgeous sculptures. You've even got zip lining at the front of the ship. Very cool.
It's great to do as well. It's a brilliant adventure. It's something that even if you don't have a head for heights, if you've got the family with you, you know, encouraging you, it's a great thing to achieve, I think, when you're on a holiday.
Conquer those fears while you're at sea, why not?
Yeah.
Do it, absolutely. There's a rope climbing course there as well. You've got the amazing, you've got the bowling alley, you've got the entertainment district, you've got flight simulators, you've got loads of cool stuff to do with your group or, you know, with your couple or on your own, depending on how you cruise, because there's just so many variations. Talking of that, by the way, if you're a solo cruiser, there's loads of clubs on board and meetups and events. So this kind of adventure, cruising, is not just for couples, for families, but it's for individuals too. And that's the great thing about a cruise. And you meet people, of course, you get to know people. So it's a really fun environment, like a society at sea. So we're cruising out of Miami. We have 2 days at sea, and that will see us in to fabulous Phillipsburg, St. Martin, which interestingly enough is split up between 21 miles to the French and 16 miles to the Dutch. It offers a delightful split personality, they say, and that's the beach right in the centre of town, front pier. Then St. John's Antigua is up next, and this has 365 beaches, one for each day of the year. My favourite is Dickinson's Bay. It is utter paradise. You can horse ride along the beach, which I've done as well, which is such a unique experience, and your team can book that for you. Bridgetown's up next in Barbados. One of the favourite holiday destinations in the Caribbean globally is Barbados. People flock to Barbados for a reason. It offers you luxury, class, beauty, and very warming locals. Then we're crossing the Atlantic into Funchal, Madeira. This enchanting island off the coast of Portugal offers you some really interesting things to do, including cable car ride, and you can go down on toboggan wicker sleds, which are really cool. Then it's Lisbon. This is, you know, the amazing cultural capital of Portugal, which has imposing architecture, beautiful wooden trams, lovely monasteries, delicious food to enjoy, friendly locals. I love it. Then it's Valencia. What a city. Spain's 3rd largest city, but by no means, you know, the least important. It has gained such a prestige over the last few years. You've got the beautiful Gothic quarter, worth exploring for sure. Then we're into Palma de Mallorca. This is lovely. This is an island off the coast of Spain, and you have got, you know, lots to see in the downtown area, but I would spend my time just strolling the harbour front and enjoying a cocktail in one of the many bars that are on offer. Palermo, Sicily's up next. I know a lot of you will be on this itinerary to visit Sicily because it's incredible. From the beautiful Gothic central area with these amazing buildings and cathedrals through to the delicious street food. Sicily's amazing. Then it's Naples, Italy. Oh, you've got so much to choose from here. You've got Capri, you've got the ancient city of Pompeii and the museum that accompanies it. And then you have lovely You have lovely Naples itself, where you can have some of the best pizza on earth. Livorno, Italy is up next, gateway to Pisa, but also Cinque Terre. And you also have the lovely village of Lucca, not too far away, just next to Florence, which you can visit, by the way, by train. Florence as well. And these places are amazing. Marseille is up next, and that in Provence, where you have the Notre Dame de la Garde, the Longchamp Palace. I would take a tour of the Old Town, a walking tour of the Old Town when you're here. And again, speak to your Shore Excursions team. They can hook it up for you. We're going to disembark then in Barcelona. We're going to have 2 nights in the beautiful Catalonian capital. And Barcelona is quite the city, I tell you. You obviously have that amazing influence of Gaudi, one of the most prolific architects in history. You have his amazing buildings, including the Trio of Discord, the Sagrada Familia, and also up in the mountains, the Parque Güell. This is just like walking onto a cloud. I mean, it's amazing. You've got this incredible mosaic work all around the park. You will love it. And that's just touching the surface of what Barcelona has to offer. But this itinerary is an absolute bucket list. From Caribbean to Europe, and then we're flying you back home to Australia. Wow.
That's amazing, and great end-to-end stays there as well. So you've got a couple of nights in Miami before you cruise, and then you've got your couple of nights in Barcelona before you fly back to Oz. Remember, of course, if you wanted to go on to somewhere else in Europe from Barcelona, make that part of your plan with us here at CruiseAway, and we'll do all the booking for you. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to spend those 2 days in Barcelona and then go over to London or maybe to Paris, or there's so many places you can go there before you make the flight back to Sydney. Again, you can tailor that with our team as well when you talk to us. Remember, you always talk to us toll free as well, 1300 407 687. So much included in the price I'm about to give you, but I want to highlight, because this is for April of next year, just how low the deposit is today if you want to book this. Just $600 each today will get the deal secured for you. That's the flight over to Miami, it's the 2 nights in Miami, it's the 23-night cruise, it's the 2 nights in Barcelona, and the flight back to Australia as well. Look at this price tag. It is wonderful. For the time of year you're going as well, the weather is almost sort of perfection, peak time, pretty much everywhere you're going on this itinerary as well. $6,299 per person, or just $600 each today, and then spread the cost between now and your due date. Now, if you want to upgrade on the cruise itself, here's the price tags for that to take you to ocean view and up to balcony as well. They are amazing, and the MSC ships are incredible. They are the very, very glamorous ships. They are the ones with those big Swarovski staircases leading to the champagne bar, the most incredible restaurants right the way through the ship. So much for you to do as a family as well. The most incredible shows of an evening, great shopping while you're on board as well. Oh my word, the list goes on and on and on. And if you want to see the ship in more detail, you can go to our website, cruiseaway.com.au, and you can have a good look around the ship and its facilities as well. And if there's any questions whatsoever, no such thing as a silly question, call us toll free today, 1300 407 687.
Sorry, you lost me somewhere in the region of Champagne Bar,
I know,
Derek, along the way there.
And they are good.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're so glamorous, aren't they?
It is the place to be. Now listen, just a quick reminder, we're here on Gecko, remember, 3 times a day, every single day, 10 a.m. in the morning, 1 and 4 in the afternoon. They are your dates to sit back, relax and dream the world, and we will bring it to you. But we've got something very different, Jo, now, haven't we?
We do. This is, quite honestly, luxury personified, our third and final deal, as we set sail with Celebrity Cruises. Now, this offer is called Merlion to Opera House, and it's 14 nights, leaving on the 26th of March next year. So, not too long to wait at all for that. We're going to fly you from Sydney to sizzling Singapore for a 1-night pre-cruise stay before you embark on your adventure. Fabulous Singapore. Nice to have a night there. I always say this is kind of the stopover destination for many Aussies heading over the pond, and you're just interchanging at the airport there. But it's nice to actually go and have a proper stay in Singapore and just take in everything Singapore has to offer, from vibrant markets to beautiful modern structures, gardens by the bay, Orchid Garden. Then we're heading on to our beautiful vessel, the Celebrity Solstice, where you'll have 13 fabulous nights on board. Now, the Solstice class are known for their lawn clubs, which feature real grass. They have croquet. They offer lawn picnics as well. You speak to your team on board and they'll sort you out a lovely picnic to have up on deck. It does feel really lovely and fresh up there. They even have glass blowing demonstrations. Now, that is a unique feature of Solstice class, particularly the Solstice, where you can actually learn from a master glass blower how to make these creations. Pretty incredible. And then purchase them too. They have a fully stocked library on board, because you find that these are, they're very classy ships, and they're certainly, much more in the low-key luxury vibe, and they call it, new luxury celebrity. So you'll find that it's about enrichment. It is about enjoying the finer things in life. These pared down spaces with this low-key lighting, but still beautifully designed, just like you're in a top boutique hotel in Brisbane, Sydney or Melbourne. Like, you really do feel like you have that level of sophistication that you would like, for a very special stay. But you get that every night
for sure.
of the week when you're on Celebrity.
Yeah, well, you look at your price you pay, your dollar per night price that you pay, and usually if you were going to a 5-star hotel, that would be just your room. And beautiful, I'm sure it would be, but this is the entire ship.
Yeah.
Designed by some of the world's top design names. Every single lounge, bar, restaurant is a special occasion. Everything is bang up to date. Sometimes when a hotel is described as boutique and you go in and you think, well, yeah, I guess it may have been 20 years ago, but it's faded a little. Celebrity is new luxury, which means boutique that is designed for people who want to just immerse themselves in the very, very best of everything, who want to lavish on the finest food and the finest wines and the greatest shows. Yes, cocktails are their speciality. And of course, no better way to enjoy something shaken or stirred than an iced top martini bar.
I know.
I mean,
how is that
ridiculous.
It's decadent, isn't it?
It's
and I
crazy.
love that. It's maybe over the top decadence, but how fun
amazing.
is that? Quasar, this is your nightclub. Let's talk food here. They have the Le Petit Chef. Book well in advance for that. That is a theatrical, interactive dining experience. Very cool. Tuscan Grill for your delicious Italian. Sushi on 5 for your sushi, of course. Murano features classic French dishes with a contemporary fusion twist. And then you've got Bistro on 5 too. Alongside your cellar masters for wine tasting. So we're cruising out of Singapore. A couple of days at sea sees us into Bali. First port in Bali is Benua, and this is the main port where you can visit the monkey jungle in Ubud. You can go up to the Uluwatu temple in the mountains and watch a folkloric cultural show. Very interesting. Mount Batung Volcano too. Then it's Darwin, and you've got the Territory Wildlife Park there, of course. The botanical gardens are beautiful. That, of course, remember that tropical flora and fauna. And Parliament House as well, and of course your Museum of Art and of the National Northern Territory. Port Douglas next, lovely market right there at the port, which is gorgeous. You've got the cable car. Of course, you have the Corunda Scenic Railway, which I've done. I loved it. And the Aboriginal Cultural Park is really interesting. Then it's Airlie Beach. Of course, we're gateway to the Whitsundays here. Pretty incredible. You've got the Wet Tropics World Heritage Area and Great Barrier Reef there, sandwiching in Airlie Beach. Take a helicopter tour if you can. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, isn't it? Then a couple of days at sea sees us into Sydney, where, guess what, you could just stroll off. And you can literally shop till you drop in Singapore on Orchard Road, get all the luxury, tax-free, duty-free, and you actually just bring it back on the ship with you and just stroll off in Sydney.
Oh, that's very, very true. Think of all the things you could pick up on the way as well, in Bali and the other ports there. Yeah,
great shopping there.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing. There's a bonus to this holiday. And remember, of course, it's 5-star all the way, which is incredible. Very, very easy holiday this as well, if you think about it, because it's that flight over to Singapore. It's a night there in a hotel, and then you are leisurely cruising back to Sydney. Very, very easy. Deposits today on this one, because this is, what, just over a year away. Just $500 each today as a deposit will secure the deal that we've managed to get for you here at CruiseAway. And you need to see this deal as well, because this is 5 stars. So again, when you're talking about the $1 per night price tag, remember all of those things that we saw that are included, all of those fabulous pools, all of those lovely public areas, the martini bars, the wonderful staterooms and the accommodation itself. All of your food, remember, included. Yes, you can treat yourself to speciality dining, but the main dining and so much dining is included in that price tag as well. And every part of that is top notch and 5 star. Now, if you do want to upgrade to the balcony experience or indeed to the suite experience, then here's the details for that. Of course, the suites on Celebrity, and actually I have to say on this sailing, there's not a massive difference between your balcony price here and your suite price. So if you were thinking balcony, I would think just that little bit further to the suite, because there are so many other benefits that come with being on a Celebrity suite as well, like access to the spa and more perks beside that as well. Book it today for just a $500 each deposit. That for me is the headline on this one. It's a great opportunity, as these repositioning cruises are as well. There are a little more, few more sea days on these repositioning cruises, but they are time to enjoy the ship. They are time to really kick back and have a holiday. These holidays are brilliant for those people who struggle to kind of slow down and stop to a holiday kind of pace. That's what a cruise is great for. That's what one of these cruises is great for, because they do have more sea days. So if you have someone in your life, and we all have someone in our life or our family who is forever with a gadget in their hand, forever fussing and worrying about what's happening in the world, what's happening today, what's happening tomorrow, making lists, doing reminders, being busy the whole time, get them on a cruise, because it really does get them to switch off and just, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can keep in touch, there's Wi-Fi on the ships and all the rest of it, you can be as in touch as you want to be, but also you can say, no.
Yes, yeah, I love that.
No.
It's good because there's so
My
many...
time.
My time, and there's a lot of distractions for them and a lot of things for them to get immersed and involved in as well.
Definitely.
So no excuse. It's the perfect holiday for anybody, whether you like it low-key and you're just going to be nose in a book the whole time, or you want to do every single activity that's on offer. They cater for you. That's the great thing about a cruise. And family trips, of course, you don't have to all do everything together all the time. If you want to go and do scrapbooking, and your husband wants to go to the cooking class, and your daughter wants to go to the kids club, and your niece wants to go and do a dancing club, you can all do your different things, and then you can reconvene and meet for dinner in the evening and all be together. So that is
so easy.
The greatest thing about a cruise. I think it's the best holiday to do to please everyone, for all the family, and you know, just keep everyone's equilibrium nice and balanced when they're on holiday.
Yeah, you know the language we're talking here. It's a peaceful holiday.
Yes.
Everyone's happy. And that makes for a better, memorable holiday as well, doesn't it? Don't forget, by the way, Joe and myself are here every day on Gecko, 10 a.m. in the morning, 1 and 4 in the afternoon. Make a date. All the shows are on demand on our YouTube channel as well. Just search for CruiseAway Australia on YouTube. You will find us there. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.
Mind how you go.